Why we tend to theorize first, understand later, and observe last? What is the more robust and better approach? Why are we a lot good at doing than knowing? Welcome, guys. Here is a very simple experiment. You can picture it even in your mind. Let's assume if you are a professor at Harvard University or at Oxford, specialized in a given field. Your areas of prediction on your subject of specialization is going to be way higher than the one of a semi-ignorant. In another word, if you can only read and write, your errors are inferior to someone who has specialized himself in a specific field. That's what I'm saying. Now, let me give you a practical example to illustrate my point. If you give 50 pieces of information of a patient to a psychologist and later give him 10 pieces of information on the same patient, his diagnosis with 10 pieces of information will be better than with 50 pieces of information. Which prove what? We don't know to work with information. By the way, I'm talking here about expert. This information I give to expert. I'm talking about psychologist, right? It can turn out to be a consultant, it can turn out to be an expert, a semi-ignorant. Now, let me keep going and explain why. Now, why is that? It is more a technical problem. Now, let me explain why. If I show you a blur picture of a dog and increase the resolution of the lens by 10, you won't be able to see the dog. Why? Because you produce 9 or 8 or 7 theories, right? Now, if I increase the resolution of the lens only by 3, you may produce only just 1 or 2 theories. But here's the most important fact. You see right away the picture of the dog. Conclusion, the more data you have, the more theory you will create, right? And the more theory you create, the less likely you will be able to see reality. Hence, once you have a theory in your mind, you will subconsciously and automatically seek what confirms your point of view, meaning theory. This is the reason why it is better to have minimum of theory, because the theory via the confirmation bias diminish your understanding of the world. Why? Because sterile information is never perceived as sterile by the brain. And this is the reason why most consultants and marketers out there will give you a lot of information. Your brain cannot scan, meaning take every single thing into account and weight it. You just take this sterile and you end up losing your hard-earning money by buying countless of programs out there that will never give you the ultimate result you want. I hope a lot of them are not going to hurt me, but we are dealing here in optionality profit from an ethical standpoint of view and full of integrity. Now, what I'm saying is the way we human think is based on confirmation, meaning we favor the visible, the tangible, the well-narrated, and we scorn the abstract. And our natural tendency to believe that we haven't seen or don't know doesn't exist. You can see it in finance, in book publishing, expert out there, venture capitalists. You must remain extremely vigilant. How many times did you spend your hard earning, as I said before, in many programs and took them seriously, and they never yield the expected promises? I can answer quite simple. Countless. tons of money you lose by investing there. Hence, don't study to add. Here are the big takeaways of this episode. Don't study to add more knowledge, but to make your knowledge better. And by the way, to acquire better knowledge, it is only by removing craps out there. This is what most experts don't even realize. You live long by not dying. By the way, via negativa, and I will recommend you please to listen the episode about via negativa. This is decision making by subtraction, by avoiding, by what not to do. And these, by the way, are used only by the best out there, meaning people like Warren Buffett, Ray Dalio, Bill Gates, Jeff Bezos. These are the best of the best. And by the way, Jeff Bezos put it this way: failure and innovation are twins. If you know already beforehand, I'm paraphrasing it, if you know beforehand the result of an experiment, you are no more experimenting. It's no more an experiment. Why? Because you are in a world of prediction, meaning you know already. Right? Failure and innovation are twins. Now, let me keep going. And this is the reason why business robot strategy is an anticipatory program rather than a backward fitting one, which gives to people the illusion of certainty. And this is what you see out there, when beforehand nobody were able to predict the occurrence. We are not here to retrofit stories, but to help people how to navigate and control their environment, since we live in a world that has become more and more complex. And for those of you who knows how to handle it, this is the reason why we are here. We are specialized in building a systematic approach of making decisions on the incomplete information, incomplete understanding, where there are mistake, errors that occur, and most important, recycle and use them as fuel for improvement. Thank you so much, guys. It was an honor to serve you. Take these ideas and implement it right away in your private life and professional life. I mean, tons of, you get tons of reward of it. It is an honor to serve you. Thank you, guys.